Hello? Welcome in, everyone. Just give me a sec on this song that's just starting. I think we're good. I will adjust it if I need in a little bit. Seems a little quiet. We got a Scoots in here first thing. Hi, Scoots. We missed you yesterday. I hope you were doing good. Guys, Bob was first today. He's, I don't know, setting himself in there in the queue for being first on stream. Also, hi, Mish. Good to see you. Yeah, the corn cheese will not have feta today. One, because it's not traditional. Two, because we don't have any in the house. We ate it all, unfortunately. Walter Mellon, welcome in, a fellow food and drink streamer. I hope you had a good week and weekend so far. Oh, I do have to turn it down a bit. There we go. And I wanted to say, Eric, thank you very much, dude. Starting off the stream with our chicken wing subby song. Love it. 53 months in a row. We've had some really long-term resubs in the 50 and 60 months. That is crazy, guys. How fast the time goes by all the time. Okay, now we're set on the audio here for my own self. And let's also say first thing, since we just found out as we're talking to him, it's Bonk's birthday tomorrow. So one of our awesome mods of our channel and our internet community, let's all say happy birthday, Bonk. And maybe he'll be able to figure out what he's gonna eat for his special dinner. Sam says a lob roll, even though that's not really a Californian sort of thing. Is this better? There we go. I turned myself down too far. Bell's French isn't open on Mondays either, so they're closed Sunday, Monday. That's a pretty typical day, both Sunday, Monday, to be closed of like more high-end restaurants. And that way all of your staff can have that day off together or those days off. And then they can come back all refreshed at the same time too. And then work the week again together and then have their rest. It works really good that way if you have a good crew in the restaurant kitchen. Our website says closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So they don't even give a heck then, hey? I love that. One of the hardest things ever was like working at a restaurant that some days it's like not busy at all, so you're not really doing that much. And so it like would make more sense if they didn't open on those hours, right? And waste that money of the operating costs that they're just losing the whole time because they're not making sales. So much better to just like close for those 3 days. If you don't really make enough to run your restaurant, you're just gonna run yourself into the ground trying to stay open every day. It's smart. I always respect restaurants that do that for their staff. And yeah, maybe also that, right? The biz has been tough since the lockdowns. Not as many people, like we all know that the slowest days in the restaurant are usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometimes Sundays too. It really depends on like what's around you and your community. Because some communities are really active on Sundays, right? They have lots of farmers markets and festivals and it's busy and bumping. But then you also have some really quiet little places, so they have to cater to their clientele. I guess that's really it. Okay, we can also say as we're rounding things up here and she's coming in, hello all, and happy Sunday. This stream, guys, is for Yet It Is. This is a 50,000 pots and pans points menu redemption that we are crossing off today. And we are cooking all Korean foods. Yet It Is requested the Korean fire chicken today to be made. And then I just kind of finished off the rest of the meal, let's say, with a couple other Korean dishes that I found. I thought would be really, really good. Great Steakhouse you've been to before is now permanently closed. What? They were good, if a bit expensive, but If it's good though, you don't mind paying that little bit extra because you know that it's gonna be good, right? It always kind of sucks when you pay a lot of money and then you're disappointed after the meal, or even you might go home hungry if their portions are really small. You're always taking that risk, right, when you go out to eat. Cookie, welcome in. How's it going? You hope we enjoy the deliciousness. I think we will. So it's gonna be like a spicy sort of chicken, and then like sweet and creamy corn cheese, and then to just kind of freshen up everything, fresh cucumber salad on this side. I thought it would be so yummy. The chicken looks good, but you don't have any of the pepper stuff, like the paste, gochujang. Do you have any Asian markets near you, Scoots? Because I don't know, like, how else you would be able to make this. But we have a pretty big Asian influence on our cuisine here in Canada. At least where we are, like, more the western side. So this is easy for me to find in, like, any grocery store now. It didn't used to be like that, I will say. But this is what we're talking about. And then I actually kept the plastic on to close it just so it didn't dry out. And then that's what it looks like. Kind of almost like ketchup. Like a thickened ketchup of sorts. I mean, I'm sure if you can't find that, maybe you can replace it with sriracha. It won't quite have that same like floral sweet flavor that the Korean chili flakes have, I find. And yeah, Samo went to Costco for us this morning, got a big block of matzah for us to grate up because both the chicken and the corn have matzah cheese in them, which you guys know me, we love cheese here, so I thought that would be perfect for stream. They sound amazing. Okay, perfect. I'm so excited. We've got the check from Yet It Is. And Mish, that's fair, yes. That is fair. Okay, open up the recipes for yourself, guys, and then we'll make a little listeroo. And away we go. Michael, how's it going? Sorry if I crossed over you earlier. Hope you're having a good day so far. Sometimes I can't keep up. You guys are so crazy in chat first thing. Other than that, guys, I've had a pretty nice, like, relaxing morning. It was super foggy this morning. So eerie outside when you wake up and it's like that, and it's just, like, quiet. You don't hear anything. So that was fun. And I was also really excited before stream because I got a message from my clients that I cook for, and they already requested 2 things for me to make this upcoming week. So that helps me in trying to think of like what I always have to cook for them, because I like to cook different things. So they asked for, if you guys remember, the creamy sausage baked pasta that we've made on stream, which was so delicious. That, and then they also requested a salmon dish. So I'll get a really nice piece or fillet of salmon with, they said, baby potatoes and corn on the cob and maybe one other thing. I said, you got it, guys. Sounds great. Oh, you have the paste but not the pepper flakes. So I didn't get the gochugaru, the pepper flake scoots. I just used the gochujang. They're basically the same thing. So yeah, if you have the gochujang, then you're okay. I would go right ahead. Bonk, you want to go to a sushi place run by Koreans in town so you can get a side of kimchi? You're craving it. That's always a good bet. You're safe with that. Purple Rain, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, Korean fire chicken with Korean corn cheese and cucumber salad. All 3 of those recipes are linked for us. Let's read through. This is also known, the Korean fire chicken, as baldak. So if anyone especially people that watch TikTok and stuff like that, the whole like trend of the buldak noodles that's going around right now. So I guess this is inspired from that, or the noodles are inspired from this chicken dish, would be my assumption at least. If you didn't know this already, you're amazing. Thank you so much. That's so nice to hear first thing. I appreciate that. Michael's just dancing with the devil today. Okay, so she says today's recipe is super spicy chicken called buldak in Korean. The Korean word bul, so B-U-L, means fire. And then the last part, dak, D-A-K, means chicken. So it really translates to fire chicken if you've ever had like those buldak noodles as well. Interesting, I didn't know that. Okay, I like when people have little stories about the dish and like how it came into their life. First heard about the dish years ago when I still lived in Korea. One evening I saw a truck on the street selling barbecued chicken. The guy had set up a homemade grill with real fire underneath and was barbecuing huge chunks of chicken covered in a thick, spicy paste. With the flames and the smoke, it was a real festive sight, and there was a crowd of people gathering around, some to buy his chicken and some to just take part in the revelry, just to watch. He had a banner on the side of his truck that said Buldak. I had never heard the name before, but between the spicy chicken and the fire that he was cooking it over, seemed like a great name to me. I bought some, brought it home to family, and it was fantastic. The Buldak trucks have caught on since then. They would come out in the evening, set up their makeshift fire pits, and grill their spicy chicken over the flames, and everyone would come out of their houses to take part in the fun. So I've never tried them yet it is, those noodles. But if you say they're insanely good, we should totally try them. She says, I can't set up a fire pit in my apartment, and like neither can we. But my version is still plenty fiery. This buldak is spicy, a little sweet, and plenty soft and juicy. I didn't get rice cakes for this because that's just not something that I love to eat. I've tried them in the past, so at least I know what they are like. But we're not really rice cake people. I don't know why. Maybe I have to eat them more to appreciate it. But yeah, you can put rice cakes in here for a little bit of like a different chewy texture. And she said if you want to make it less spicy for yourself, just cut down on the hot pepper flakes or the amount of gochujang you use in the marinade. She used chicken breast. She says you can use chicken thigh. I have whole chickens to butcher today, so we'll probably use both. Yes, exactly, Bonk. And I can never say that word. Or maybe I can say it, but I always feel like I say it wrong. If anyone watches Mangchi, it absolutely blows your mind that she was born in 1957, Mish? What? I would not have assumed that. So thanks for the fun fact about Mangchi. This is where the fire chicken recipe comes from. So we need chicken, the pepper flakes, which I left out just so that we don't die, but we will use the gochujang, so the hot pepper paste, soy sauce, oil, pepper. She does rice syrup, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of mirin, so the sweetened rice vinegar, since this is a marinade, would be good. A little bit of garlic and ginger mince, so we'll do that with the microplane. And then are you ready for this? A pound of mozzarella cheese. I don't know if we'll need this much. It says we're doing for 4 servings, I guess. A pound of mozzarella cheese. Shredded. And then for garnish, green onion, which we got from the farmer's market yesterday, so that'll taste so good. And then it says just a little bit of water. I just want to see where this water goes in. You always get tripped up when you see the pictures of it. It totally looks like pasta, hey? Like penne and tomato sauce. How do you say that even? Tteokbokki? That's how I would assume that you say it, but I really don't know. Okay, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling down. There we go. Okay, so we are going to marinate our chicken first. Let that sit. If you have rice cakes, follow the recipe and do whatever she says for that part. And then obviously up to you how you want to cook your chicken for this, right? We learned that it's called fire chicken because it should be cooked over fire. So if you have a barbecue, for sure, cook your chicken on that. It would taste so, so delicious, that bit of charbroil flavor. Tteokbokki. Thank you, Bonk. That also makes sense, just how it's spelled now that I look at it. It's smart to leave the gochugaru flakes out, especially if they're like the regular pepper flakes you use. Yeah, it'll be so spicy you can't even eat it, hey? Looks like to wash the bowl out from the marinade? Really? That's it, Scoots? Interesting. So we are gonna cook our chicken, I think just in our cast iron pan today. Our big blue one has a big surface to cook on. So really nice high heat, and we're gonna have our chicken skin on so that can crisp up. And it looks like from the photos that she puts, she like basically burns the skin on the chicken. So like really gets it charred under the broiler. Let's not burn it today, but let's get it nice and crispy for sure. And then all you do after the chicken is cooked is you pour the cheese on top, put it back under the broiler until the cheese is bubbling and melty. And that is it. And then you garnish with green onion. It looks so good. So, so good. So the two T's together sound like a D. I will try and remember this. You just search for the water and that's where you found it, Scoot. Okay, so nothing too important for the water. So making our list now, guys. Marinate the chicken. And we'll let that sit. Maybe after we marinate the chicken, we'll just shred the cheese right away. And then that's done. And we could even slice up the green onion too. And then that dish is pretty much done other than cooking. Super, super simple. Which I guess can be considered a quick and easy Sunday too. And then our corn cheese, okay, as we make our list here. So a simple and delicious recipe for creamy, gooey Korean corn cheese. I've never eaten any of these things before. Minimal ingredients, made in under 20 minutes. Serve it with chips or bread for dipping as a yummy appetizer, or keep it simple and serve it as a side dish, what we are doing today. Let's scroll down. So I said 2 ears of fresh corn. I got 4 ears of fresh corn today. So we have to cut the corn kernels off. So I'll just say shuck corn on the list for us. Take it out of the fridge. They were finally the corn cobs 87 cents a piece at the store here. They've been for 4 corn cobs lately. It's been $8 at this store. And like it's not even local. But yeah, I picked through yesterday. First thing. Made sure they all look good. Show off my nice cornies. Oh, that one's not the best. I have noticed that like start to go bad really quick. It's so bright, you can't even look at it. There's our nice peaches and cream corn though. So we'll shuck that all up once we get our chicken marinating. Now there's corn hair everywhere. Not the corn hairs. It wasn't bad, Bonk. I would like them to be a bit larger, but I know it is the start of the season, so I'm not going to be too particular with that. Okay, so after we get our corn cob shucked and get the corn cut off of there, we are going to put it into a bowl and mix it with some mayo. So I'll just put after this corn mixture on the list. Once again, it gets green onions too. There's a little bit of sugar in with the corn and the mayo. Interesting. And yeah, it says it just bakes for 10 minutes. And then you broil it until it's browned on top. That is so easy. This is not going to take long at all. Koreans put sugar in everything. They are very much, their cuisine, as I'm starting to cook with it a bit more, is for sure like a sweet and spicy contrast for Korean food. Yeah, corn is grown year-round, but the best comes in the late summer, for sure. Okay, and then lastly, our cucumber salad, guys. Korean cucumber salad. She says it's the only name she could come up with in English, but it's all actually known as oi muchim. I hope I say that right. Oi muchim. Oi means cucumber. And then the next word, muchim, comes from different origins. This is a cool recipe, the cucumber one. She like teaches you a bit about Korean language. Like why the words are used certain way. Okay, so muchim, she says means to coat or toss in sauce. So our cucumber salad, oi muchim, is just cucumber tossed in a sauce. And because our chicken is going to be really spicy today, I'm not going to make a spicy version of the cucumber salad, which we have done before on stream, which is really yummy. But this cucumber is going to be used as more of a cooling aspect to our meal rather than to complement the spice of the chicken. And yeah, it's so quick. She says it takes about 5 minutes to make. Okay, I'll put that on. So it sounds like we will have 2 skillets today for the stove, both cast iron. We can get those out. One will be for the corn. That will be like our frying pan skillet. So that can go under the broiler. Nice surface area for the cheese. And then the chicken we'll do in this bigger one. Good surface area to spread all that out and crisp it up. Asian cucumber salad, yeah, rice wine vinegar, a bit spicy, sweet. You can even put like a bit of sesame oil in for nutty flavor. Cucumbers, you can put a lot of different flavors with them, hey? And it will be good. It's reminding me now that we're talking about cucumber salad, there's this one guy on TikTok that will just take like a liter container of sliced cucumbers and make like a salad, just shaking it up in there every day. It's so funny. Someone in the comments, Scoot said they use tofu, put in mushrooms and zucchini. Yes. Yeah, as like a vegetarian option instead of chicken. I thought that was interesting too. Okay, we are starting by butchering our chicken up for this dish today. Let's get our boning knife. This is really the hardest part of the stream today, was getting our chicken that we need, and the rest seems really simple. But chicken was on sale. Was it $1.99 per pound this week? Whole chicken. So I got 2 whole chickens for $20. Whereas regular price, they are $17 per piece here in Canada. Okay, so we will get our chicken pieces, and then I believe we also have to just cut it up, the chicken, into more bite-sized pieces to cook. Let's get a container. And that is one thing I have found over the years of trying to butcher chicken, is like the texture and flavor of the chicken meat from a whole chicken that you butcher yourself. Something about it just tastes so much better than getting a pre-butchered chicken from the store. I don't know why that is. Maybe because it stays fresher when it's in its whole form for longer. I know this one has a little boo-boo on it, but not too bad. So I'm gonna do this pretty quick, guys, because we've done this a ton before on stream, but if you have any questions as I go along, let me know. I usually start by taking the legs off first. Down there to like the hip bone. Open up the skin like that. You can pop the knuckles out. I did notice that too, Bonk. It's true, yeah, the pre-butchered chicken is usually just so pale in color too. Like, what happened to it? Looks like a foreign entity. I'm gonna turn this around. I just always like to go down through the wishbone first and release it. Who do we got in here? Coming in. It's Kat. Hi, Katniss. Welcome, and thank you for the 23 months in a row. We're almost at 2 years together. But I see you're just coming in with the lurk. A resubby and a lurk for us. We appreciate it still. Open up the hips, just like yoga, Proxima says. But yeah, less knives involved in yoga. Chicken yoga. I've seen goat yoga. I've never seen chicken yoga though, but I'm sure that does exist somewhere in the world. Trim that up there. We'll get our wings off. Okay, so yesterday after stream, I had a pot on the stove until bedtime with the crab shells. I made a crab stock from everything that we had left from picking. And then today, obviously, we're gonna have a chicken stock going. Never ends in this household. That wing was giving me problems. Okay, so that's all for stock. There might be a little bit more from what we trimmed too. Like usually I take the wing tips off. At Hotel Haya in Ybor City, Florida. I hope I said that. Who starts Ybor? What? That's the weirdest spelling ever. A local yoga studio, Yoga Loft Tampa, hosts a chicken yoga class. There we go. See? Mish looked it up. The nuggets. Oh, I guess I can take the oysters off. That was like lazy butchery for chicken, hey? But usually I will butcher the oysters out. I'll show you. So that goes back in the stock too, because there's not really meat there. Okay. This one's for you, Finko. I think we gotta come a bit closer. So the oysters are right here. 1 and 2. And yeah, they're called oysters just because the shape of them really is like an oyster. And I like to keep the skin on. We just slide in with our boning knife. Go slow and controlled. It's like a little divot that they're sitting in. Sometimes my boning knife is too sharp for this and I'll like go into the bone. I hate when that happens. That would be like the greatest chicken nugget ever though. The amount of skin and stuff on there. And that's where it came from. The little hip nugget. Do we have these too, I'm assuming? Probably. And that's usually just a good chef snack. A little chicken nugget. If I want to go crazy with butchery, I can also show you the other like bonus chicken wing, which is up here on the back. So go down this center there, and then there's 2 pieces of meat with a little bone. Slide your knife there and under, and then you can just easily pull it back like that. Break wherever that is attached. Sometimes it's kind of weird to take off at this point. There we go. And then this is like a bonus flat chicken wing, because there's actually quite a bit of meat on there. These are the bonus cuts that I've learned over the years from working with different people. There's like a certain spot that you can slide your knife under to get this. It works so dang good. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where the chicken nuggets come from, right? That's how it actually should be. There. So 4 bonus nuggets, and then that's gone. Okay, let's keep going along here. I'm just gonna put the wings aside. We're not gonna use them today. Make my little chicken bin. Our chicken breast, I usually will flip this over and clean away any tissue like that, like silver skin, and any veins that you can see. Because this, yes, when you cook it, it will get cooked down, but it's gonna stay chewy. So there's no reason to keep it on there. I'd rather just put it in the stock pot for extra flavor there. I'm gonna trim up that little bit too. And then I always feel it over to make sure there's no bone fragments anywhere, because sometimes your knife can nick it. And then that's it. So we got our 1 chicken breast. Hey, it's Knife Clan. How's it going? The oyster is so good, Katniss says. What mussel is that and what is it used for? I actually don't know what mussel it's called as far as anatomy goes with the chicken. It is so much cheaper to butcher your own chickens. So much cheaper. Because, like what? Okay. A pack of, I think, 3 chicken breasts at the store is almost $20. Where I got 2 whole chickens for $20. Yeah, the price of chicken breast on their own is astronomical. Okay, that's all good. Next. Not too much with the legs, but we are going to, I think, debone this for the fire chicken. But by all means, you could just leave the legs whole as is from here, right? And cook them up, roast them up, no problem. But we'll debone this, and then the bones will go into the stock pot too. So we've done this before on stream. Usually start down here on the drumstick and just cut through all of those tendons that are holding everything together. And then we can start, I'm just gonna pick that bit of blood out so we don't put it all over. Don't be scared of that. So we'll start up here on the thigh bone, make our slit all the way to the other drumstick knuckle, and then down the other side of that bone all the way out to the end. And then we really just have to work the meat off of the bones. Don't be afraid to like move the piece around to make the angles easier for yourself. Okay, so that's the thigh, our drummy. Boom. You gotta watch those knuckles because it's easy to nick into them. And then you have gristly bits in your chicken that you have to clean out after. Okay, and now that we have these two bones basically cleaned, I usually just group them together like this in my hand, and then we can hold them. It's like a handle, and clean it the rest of the way without nicking into that knuckle too much. And now this is our opened chicken leg. So then if I lay it out, this is exactly where this came from. So this is all the thigh if we compare it here. And then down here where all the tendons are is where the drumstick is. So that's how that comes out. And then there's that piece of skin that we didn't nick through. That's just there where the other knuckle is. The tip about the ankles was a good one, Mish. And then usually down here, like I said, the tendons, I'll try and clean it out a bit because it's quite chewy. And then into the stock pot. And then as long as you didn't cut any of the knuckle around the thigh, that's usually good to go. Sometimes I just cut right down through the tendons and call it a day. Okay, we can just usually fold that up do our next one. Thanks, Samo.
Fry that right up.
Samo says, fry it right up. Mickey's here, guys. He just got back from dog walking. He's a good dog owner. The dogs have been walked. Now you're free. That works too, though, M. Finko. Like, either way, cooking chicken on the bone, or at least from the whole chicken, is always going to be better. So whether you debone it before you cook it or after, does it really matter? I don't think so. Get our handles, guys. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Looking for another USB drive.
Oh. I'm just making sure you're okay.
Okay.
Hello, Gearbox Man? Welcome, guys. As you're filing in, we're doing chicken butchery to start this Sunday stream. Trying to not get too chickened up. keep my hair out of everything. You're still working on good walking with your puppas? Well, I know that you guys both got the puppies around the same time. Like, depending on the breed, oh man. Like, and their energy levels, that might be something that you work on until they're like 2-3 years old. So one thing about having a dog is you just have to be really consistent with their discipline. I mean, I can't see that being much different than like raising a kid, right? Because like kids, you give them a chance and then you give them the inch and they'll take the mile too, right? So funny. Okay. 2 breasts, 2 legs. Let's get this next one done. And then we'll get our chicken chunks. Yours is a gun dog. He's really strong. And then Scaramouche has questions. Was Samo walking the dog or was the doggo walking Samo? Samo didn't walk no dogs. But if Samo was walking the dog, he would be walking it. Dogs like love Sam. It must be his bear qualities that they just get along with him really well. Okay. Yeah, you can somewhat control a dog with treats. It's true. Okay, I'm picking this off because that's gross. Can control Samo with treats, he's asking. I think it's true, chat. We've seen it. Hello, Luminology. Welcome in. How is your Sunday going today, friend? We're in Chicken Land currently, but we're almost done here. This is what happens when chicken's on sale. You go to Chicken Land for the day. If you were dog walking, Scaramouche, the dog would be walking you. I mean, some humans need that, though. So don't take it personally. You're working and a lurking. No days off for you. I mean, I have 2 part-time jobs, so my 1 day off a week is on Thursdays. But even then, I still have to do, like, a little bit of work, right? But then it doesn't really feel like work, so you don't care too much about it. It's been interesting learning about being an entrepreneur and how things work. And, like, what works for you, too. Okay, let's turn this. I'm just gonna go down through the wishbone again, because I find that works the best over the years to get the most amount of chicken breast meat off. As if we do this step first. Sometimes it's also snapped already, depending on how it was slaughtered. Might have to dig in a little bit more, but that's okay. There. Okay. You've had chickens as pets? It's possible? What happens when they get too old, though?
Turn into stock.
You feel like you'd never butcher them for food, but that could be a great way to save money and teach the kids about food and where it comes from. That's what I hear all the time or read on Instagram about some farmer families that I follow. And they say they do that with their kids, like teaching them where all the meat comes from on the farm. And that way they'll have a really good respect for it as they get older, right? And then they won't get weirded out either. Fed your starter this morning. Gonna give spelt sourdough a try later. Yum. That should taste really good. And like nutty kind of from the spelt. Your niece walks her chickens when she was younger, but she also did understand that eventually one day they would end up as food. It's funny how we are like always try to protect kids, right? From these sort of what we feel as sensitive subjects, but to them, at the end of the day, it probably doesn't even matter. Like, they're not thinking about it the same way as like how we think about it now as adults, probably. I don't know. An interesting topic for sure. But like, I find that we're usually pretty nonchalant as kids. Definitely don't take things as personally as we do as adults, right? Get this other oyster. Is there even anything left from it? Not really. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that. Alright. Wingtips first. And then those are done. I usually just cut and then split it open to get the knife through. Skunks eat chickens? Skunks eat chickens. I didn't know this, guys, or they just ate all their eggs, you're saying? 'Cause I didn't think skunks were, like, omnivores. And then up to you whether you want to split the wings, too. I guess, guys, we didn't go over that one. Okay. Finish up with our chicken breast first. A little bit of blood in there. Sometimes you can pick it out with your boning knife if you're careful. Nice. That was good. Then we won't have the... My chicken breast is still pink, even though it's already fully cooked. It just wasn't bled out properly. They killed the chickens and took them even. I had no idea skunks were that evil. And like predatory. They look way too cute. But I guess raccoons also eat meat too, right? So same but different. Alright. Last legs to debone. They wanted the feathers for the bedding bonk. You gotta wonder, hey? Nice. Skunks, like raccoons, are actually pretty smart. I think a lot of animals are smarter than we assume they are. Almost done this leg. Where's the creepy music coming from, Sam? Can you guys hear that in the background? There's like creepy music on the TV, I don't know why. And everyone left, and now I'm just here in the kitchen with creepy music playing in the background. Hello? Anyone? Anyone at all? Hi, Annie! How are you doing? You can hear it? Yeah. See? What the heck? What are you nuts doing? Everyone died, I guess. Okay, back to chickening. How's little mama today? And Annie, are you doing more kitchen work? What is happening?
I'm just trying to find a USB drive.
A USB drive.
Yeah,
I thought we had lots.
that's what I'm saying.
I thought you had lots, Sambo.
I
You're
have
100% doing schoolwork? No. Already? The fun is over. There's blood off of me. About to harvest your smokable plants. Excited about this grow as it's your first time with outdoor. They're 12 feet high. That's gonna be a harvest. I'm proud of you, friend. I don't know if you remember when we had some on the island. I don't know if we ever even talked about it on stream, but once upon a time we dabbled in that too, because we had a friend that had some starts. It was fun. It was a fun challenge. You have to really like baby it. A lot of people don't know that part. Did we misplace them? Oh, Michael's asking the USB drives, obviously. Yeah. Where did they all go? What the heck? That looks weird. You went to bed at 2 o'clock last night, Annie. Because you're working on school stuff that late? And then you have to wake up at 6 a.m. on Monday for school. What are you doing to yourself? Don't nick the knuckle. Don't nick the knuckle. Okay, this is the last piece that we're really fooling around with. I think we discussed it in Discord at some point. Probably. You're a natural night owl, you can't help it. But having a day job, yeah, at least like kind of forces you to keep a better sleep schedule.
Where's the GoPro?
In a bin. Bin
Okay.
there. Maybe the one beside the bed. Trim off our tendons, guys. Call it a day. 2 a.m. is ideal falling asleep time. How do you even stay up that late? Craziness. All right, we're all trimmed up. Oh my God, is everyone okay up there? I think they actually died. We are going to first cut this in half here, basically splitting the thigh from the drumstick. And then maybe as well, I should just get a bowl to put all of our chicken pieces in for marinade. The marination station. That was the hardest part of the stream, chat. Pets change the sleeping dynamics? Probably, right? Because I said it was more like a dog. Can you just turn that down like 2 notches, please, Wayne? It's just snacked in me. And I feel like I'm yelling. Thank you. The pets will wake you up when they're hungry or have to pee. I don't even think this chicken skin's gonna stay on these pieces. I don't know what this is all about, but we'll do our best, I guess. And I'm trying to keep them pretty big chunks of chicken for this because we know it's gonna shrink when we cook it. I think that's good. I don't know, I guess it's a first time for the recipe, right? So we'll see how it goes. I know, that's on my docket for tomorrow, Annie. Laundry day. I'm gonna leave this one whole because it's quite thin on the one side. This we're just gonna cut in half. Nice. Larger pieces. So that was 2 chicken legs, guys. Now we'll cut up the 2 chicken breasts to mix in with that. We'll first just take the tender off of both of them. Because it usually falls off anyways. That. And then from here, I'm just gonna go in half as well. Oh yeah, that's so funny. You gotta keep your bedroom door closed when you sleep, otherwise your cats will come like take over your bed. They're like, perfect, you're asleep. Now we can go take it over and the human will not know. That's cute, cat. Like, hello, please, human, help me. Okay, there's a little tendon up here. The tendon on the tender. I usually take that out because it's really chewy. Mostly just at the top part. Like that. Into the stock pot pile. Tender in half because it's so small. Next. Yeah, that's what a real chicken tender looks like, bonk. None of this just slicing up chicken breast and calling it a tender. You can't fool us. Well, you can fool other people, though. I'm gonna leave this whole, I think. Because it's quite thin. Alright, that was 2 legs and 2 breasts. Do you want more than that, Sam? This is what we got, guys, so far. I'll do 1 more leg. And then that'll be good. And then we can make the marinade, guys. Yummo. I'm trying to not mess up the skin on the one side too much. But I'm sure like once we mix it in the marinade, it's gonna happen anyways. Okay. Pack the rest of this stuff up. This is my bin that I created. So the one side is bones. Put our cut bits to vacuum seal on the other side for after stream. And that wasn't that messy. I think it could have been way worse. Bam. There's our yummy yummies. Rinse off all of your chicken things now. Get some sanitization happening. Just doing a quick wash up, guys, as we slowly exit Chicken Land. Chicken tenders were always your go-to order at diners when you were a kid. And they're still good as an adult, let's be honest. As a little snacky. I do find that the quality of chicken tenders and nuggets at certain places, though, now have definitely gone downhill. Okay, just soaping myself up now. Yeah, like you can tell, right, Sue, when they make it homemade versus whether it came frozen from a box and they just put it in the deep fryer. Don't want the chicken police calling. Nope. Can't have that. Thank you, Annie, for the 98 bitlies. The hospital has good ones, Kat. Well, that's a nice little treat at work. Thanks, Mish, for the 2 bitlies, unevening it up. Annie. Okay. Marinade chicken. Fire chicken. Let's do this. Ah, it keeps moving from the ingredient list that I set it on. Those dang ads. Okay. We're not doing the hot pepper flakes. Let's just put this up over here for now and get a bowl. But we are doing the gochujang. And then I also, you guys remember when we made the Korean cauliflower with the gochujang sauce? I thought we would use that up in this because it had very similar ingredients to what this marinade has. The garlic, gochujang, oil, salt, pepper, the mirin, garlic. I think the only thing it's really missing is ginger, so we'll just kind of bump it up. Thanks for the 18 bits, Annie. You take those pepper flakes. I didn't even buy any. Get a spoon. Ooh, put this back in the fridge. Need 2 spoons, probably. You used up the last of your hot sauce? What was it? Where's Eric? He was just in here earlier, actually, with a resub. I'm sure if you messaged him, he'd probably send you some, Annie. That's definitely a good start for the marinade. hot lemon pepper sauce for your wings. Oh, I've never heard of that. And like usually I'm pretty picky about the lemon pepper, but a hot version? That would be good. I like that, cat. You were joking, but they all look good. No, seriously. I'm sure he would send it to you. Okay, I'm doing... So they said 2 to 3 tablespoons of gochujang. So with this, I'm gonna do one more really big tablespoon to mix in. And it's nice and soft still, so I think it'll mix in really easily. It hasn't been in the fridge for years. Dehydrated itself in the back. Let me fix this lid now. Seal it back up. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll grab some soy sauce. What else? Our ginger and garlic, both frozen, so we'll microplane them. Soy sauce, mirin, and a little bit of oil. Set a few tablespoons of oil. That will also help the chicken not stick as much when we go to cook it later. One thing about a mixture like this is, yeah, it could burn really quickly in the frying pan if that's how you're gonna cook it versus a grill. So you just wanna be very careful of that. And like especially not have that skin stick onto the pan and then burn, because you're losing all that yummy flavor as well as food. Little drop of our sweet mirin. I'll do a little bit more because I actually said about a 1/3 cup of that for sweetness. Okay. Lemon pepper seasoning with lemon juice and Frank's. Hey, that makes sense. It really is as simple as that. I like the addition of the lemon juice as well for that nice fresh lemon flavor. Okay. Microplane. So there's already some garlic inside of there, and it was quite garlicky. So we need a couple more then. We'll do that. And then a nub of ginger. Do that one. Yay! Turtles and Chill. We know them. We like raiding there sometimes. Thanks, friend, for the 100 bits. Appreciate you. I hope you've been good. Peel the garlics. I am doing good, thank you. Thanks for doing the shout out, guys, whoever did that. One of the mods. Okay, we're just gonna hold this over and grate the garlic right into the bowl the best that we can. You got new shelves for the office setup? More storage? You've been working on them since 5 a.m. I mean, when you have a project like that though, sometimes it's nice to get up early and get it done. Always fun, right? More storage. As an adult, that's always a great feeling. Ah! Even with the raid. As I said, we always will raid over there. Thank you so much for bringing your crew here. Hi, welcome. My name's Kate. We are cooking Korean food today, but I like to cook a variety of different foods on this stream since 2018. So I thought you also like food and cooking. I hope that you give us a follow and join our fun little internet community. Ginger next. You cooked chicken roast for lunch today? Nice, Mickey. What else with it? Yeah, this was Yet It Is menu redemption. So in the channel here, if you save up 50,000 pots and pans points, we call them, so the Twitch channel points. If you save up 50,000, you can request me to make something live for you on stream. So Yet It Is requested the fire chicken, and then I paired it to finish off the meal with some corn cheese and then just a simple cucumber salad to freshen it all up. It's so fun though. Ah, I almost spilled everything. It helps me decide every week what I'm gonna cook on stream. I'm gonna stop there, guys, because it's getting hard to grate. And then we always rinse that so it doesn't stick in. So garlic and ginger, gochujang, oil, soy sauce, and some mirin. Mickey, you made apple crumble too? You went for the full meal deal. Mix this all up. This seems like a lot of marinade. Maybe a bit extra. Maybe we won't pour it all in to start at first. Because like once it touches the raw chicken, guys, it's kind of contaminated after that. Making sure our gochujang pile is all mixed in. A winning combo of ingredients. I think it's gonna taste amazing. Like, look at the color. The only thing we're missing, and I think I'm just gonna put it straight on the chicken rather than in the bowl, is just some seasoning, some salt and pepper. And it's easier to tell how much you need when you season it directly rather than mixing it into the marinade. And we could always add more later when we're cooking this or even after it's cooked. We got the chicken wings today. Well, we had them earlier. We're done with them now. But thanks, Turtles and Chill, resubbing to our community for 2 months in a row. Good amount of salt, and like I said, we could always do more later when we cook it or when we're done cooking it. Just gonna put my extra chicken into the fridge for now. Let's mix this up. That's a good start. Maybe a bit more. Like I said, I don't want to use it all and then have it all touching the raw chicken. I don't really want to mix this with my hands either. So let's use some tongs. Actually gonna use these tongs for this so they don't get stained. Thanks, Bonk, for doing the shout outs. Okay, now mix the chicken with the marinade. Ooh. That seemed actually like a good amount that we poured in. I don't think I would do any more. And then we'll see how this absorbs in. We'll just leave the chicken on the counter. You can do that for up to 2 hours of marination and it makes it go faster. Cut the marinade time, maybe not in half, but definitely make it shorter than it should be. Bam. But I would say for sure, we all know that marinating meat, always better if you are able to leave it overnight. Chicken, marinated. Okay, this extra of the sauce, we might want it later when we're plating up. So I'm just gonna keep it and put it on the side. For now, we got a follow from RatM05. Thank you very much. Next one on the list is to shuck our corn. When you make your salsas, yeah, you won't even like touch them for the day, right? Let it marry together. That's what we say too often here. You gotta let those flavors marry together. So we got 4 fresh local corn cobs to shuck for this. This always reminds me of my childhood. I tried to pick really nice corn cobs, so hopefully they are. I had a little peek inside. Nice, that looks pretty dang juicy. I thought since it is the season, we should use fresh corn on the cob. If it was winter though, I think you could get away with using frozen corn. I'm gonna peel this back and then we're going to crack the stem off like that. And then I think from here, we'll just rinse off the extra hairs in the sink once they're all shucked. And you can see the different white and yellow kernels. So this is called the peaches and cream corn. One of the sweetest varieties that you can buy. I hate the corn hair, by the way. I hate that feeling of it on my hands. So I'm just trying to get through this, really. You hate it? Oh my gosh, I can't handle it, but I'm getting through it. Just do it and then it's done. Whoa, that one worked so good. What the heck? Don't ask me to do that again. It's impossible. Gross. I've been cooking and eating the corn hair and just tossing the rest. Oh my gosh. You're killing me. Some people use this silk for topping. Please. How do they do it? I couldn't. Okay, there's that. Filled up the whole garbage with corn. Shocking. Alright. Nice little cool water rinse to get the rest of the hairs off before we cut the kernels off of the cob. Let's just give this all a wipe. Because there was a little bit of dirt on the outside of the green husk. Don't want that in with the kernels. Do you shave it? Shave the hairs off? I'd like to see that. That's some pretty serious corning, I would say. You're usually the corn shucker in your house when you get it. Totally worth the work. It so is, right? Like, you know how sweet it's gonna taste. So it is worth the effort every time. I've been trying to cook quite a bit of corn on the cob like this for my clients. Since it's summertime, right? Like, we know that we don't always have access to this. It's a treat. And thanks, Turtles and Chill, gifting the sub to Yet It Is, who the stream is dedicated to today. Thank you, my wonderful people, for just taking care of each other. One more. I'm glad we can all agree that we all hate corn silk the same. I've never met a person that was like, wow, I love the feeling of this so much. I definitely can say that. Let's just give these a little dry off before we cut them. Just roll it in a clean dish towel. No turtle poop today? Oh, what a treat. And then that's all gonna go into a bowl too. So make the bowl big enough that we can mix in the mayo as well that we need. I'm gonna use a bench scraper to help pick the corn up off of the board and put it in the bowl. And then you can just use a chef's knife for this. Nothing fancy is needed. Some people will like cut this on a plate, but I hate when the knife hits anything like that. So I'll just do it straight down onto the board, and we're just kind of following the cob itself, right? We don't want to cut too far into there. Once you get the first cut, you can also see kind of how big these kernels even are. And yes, they're gonna try and fall everywhere. Just go slow, I find, and then they won't run too far. Once you have sort of a pile though, the kernels will catch each other. So don't start taking it all up and putting it in the bowl yet. But that is how it's gonna look. Nice. See what I mean? They'll kind of catch each other as they fall now. They won't go too far. And then I will always like test the corn fresh like this. Take one of these nubs. Eat it raw. It's pretty good. It's got good corn flavor. Not the sweetest I've ever had, but you can definitely tell it's like first of the season. You just send them through the whole of an angel food pan. Scoots, what a pro tip if you don't want to use the knife. But I'm just going really slow, just kind of sawing along, feeling the cob with my knife, just so that we maximize the amount of corn kernels at the same time, right? And then if I lived on a farm, I would go bring all these corn cobs to the piggies. I'm pretty sure that's one of their favorite snacks. Sweet and crunchy. Thanks, Gearbox Man. I will have a sip of water. We're just like into it today, hey? After this cob. Don't let me forget. Ah! So yeah, these corn cobs were 87 cents a piece. So under $4 for our 4 cobs. I thought that was a good price. And then just a little bit of cheese, really, to bump it up the rest of the way. Greek comes in. We're still at 111 viewers. Guys, thanks for hanging here. Cheers also. Everyone else have a sip of water too. Greek, we had an amazing raid from the stream Turtles and Chill. I don't know if you remember as we've raided them before. It's a really fun and chill aquarium stream. Nice, Scoots. Is that like the link for doing the corn in the angel food pan? Shecht, there's a lot of water in beer. If you're using beer to hydrate today, I guess that's your own choice. But yes, it is made with water, so you're not wrong. I don't know if it would be as hydrating as you think, though. Sadly. This is our reality. Okay, washing off my knife. Let's get all this corn into the bowl. That worked great. There's only, what, if I stand back and count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kernels made it onto the ground. Not bad. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is like 300 make it into the bowl. So that's a good ratio right there. If you find any pieces of the husk as we're scooping it up like this, just pick them out. Be attentive. Hey, I love our angel numbers. 111. I'll take it. It's good vibes right there. Okay, let's also do a rinse with the cloth because this is kind of sticky and sweet. Get the cornstarch off before it soaks into the wood. I did way better than you ever would. And like I did that so slow. Maybe that's why. Just do it slow and controlled. Just a sec, I don't like this song. All right, next for our corn cheese. Okay, we actually just need this. I guess we can bake it in the skillet. That will work good still. I was thinking maybe just a roasting pan. So now we need, they did for 2 ears of fresh corn kernels, where we just did 4 ears. So we can add up to a cup of mayo, but I think that might be too much. So I'm still gonna go with the half cup to start. A little bit of sugar in there and some salt and pepper, and that's it. And then we could always add more mayo once it's mixed if we're like, it's gonna be like a little dry, I think. First, let's do our pinch of seasoning. Korean cheese corn is good, but Mexican elote is better. Really? Because we've made the elote casserole on stream before, and that is really delicious. So I'm excited to try this. The other thing that I still need to try in my life, and like I would have someone else make this for me, is the Korean corn dogs. I've never had those before, where they do like the potato and the cheese. Just grabbing our sugar. 1 small pinch. I need that in my life though, pretty sure. Korean corn dog. We need a redemption mish. Okay, just a pinch of sugar, guys. Maybe a bit more. Because they did say 1.5 teaspoons, so that's really actually like half of a tablespoon. They put a craft single on it, Greek. I've only ever seen it with the cheese stuffed inside. I've never seen it with a cheese slice on it. Oh, I threw my towel on the ground. My bad. I do have to go get more mayo from over here. We need a new bottle, because look at this. Look at it. Where did I put it as well? So I just bought Kewpie. Did it disappear? That wouldn't make sense, would it? Did someone steal my Kewpie? No, I found it. It was hiding behind the salt box. Like, just look for the red and white bag. We're okay. Don't worry, everyone. We summoned it. It's scary. When, like, you know that you had the ingredients so you didn't buy it, but then you go to look for it and it's not actually there. What a feeling. How's Brick Lane today? I'm just gonna do a pile. Half a cup worth. Greek says Korean food is crazy calories. I mean, with all the cheese that we're having today, yeah. I would say that's fair assumption. Can we, okay, should I take it off? I know we've talked about in the past, like, cutting the tip of this to get more out. I think I do pretty good on my own. Nice. Okay. Boom. Korean fried chicken, yeah, you're right, Greek. It is some of the best fried chicken in the world. Yet it is. Are you saying you never heard of the Korean corn dogs? I love the star tip, Bonk. Nice, Abby. You had the dad chat. Sunday's always a good day for that. Okay, a little bit more. And then I think we're good. Mix that all up and into the pan. With the mayo, we don't have to worry about sticking because there's enough oil. Korean fried chicken better than Japanese karaage? I don't know about that one. I guess it depends who's making it, right? Okay, we still have to grate all of our cheese that we're using after this. There's only a pound that's used in the chicken dish. This looks nice and saucy. I don't think I want it any more rich, right? If we're adding a bunch of cheese on top of this. Luckily, all of the green onion's gonna cut through this. I mean, you could always have a little taste. Tastes good. Tastes like sweet corn with mayo and seasonings. Can't complain. So I'll spread that out into an even layer. And then this just gets baked at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I might go a bit higher because my oven bakes cool, I have found. But yeah, just cook it till the corn is cooked through. Top it with our mozzarella cheese. And then broil it until it's ooey gooey bubbling. Looking good. That spread out really nice in the skillet. Done with that for now. Next one. Cheese grater time. Get the cheese. Oh, nice. Samo got us a deluxe mozzarella. And you do want a low moisture mozzarella for this today. Thank you, whoever just tipped that, anonymous. It was Annie. Oops. Thank you, Annie, for the $20 tip. He reveals himself. It is not anonymous. And then we also had yesterday a massive donation, $100. Thank you very much to that person too, shouting you guys out. I like it, Greek. You're on a binge watch on YouTube. It's so easy to do that there though. And there's so much good food videos. Hey, wipe this off. Let's get our cheese chunk. How big is this? 1 kilo? We're gonna go there. That's the amount of cheese we have to grate. Maybe even more, we'll see. It's like 6 ounces of cheese. At least. That should do it. That should do it, Greek. I mean, just the chicken alone had 1 pound in the recipe. Annie, I've been watching this show with my student. I mean, he's on the show. Wait a second, what? I died. You're just gonna have roasted broccoli with your chicken? That's allowed. Like you're making the fire chicken scoots? Turn this off. We need a new box grater, by the way. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a bit indented. It's grated a little bit of mozzarella for pizza over the years, okay? And I will also say, fancy pizza mozza like this is a little bit softer, so it's a touch difficult to grate, but it's gonna taste so much better, so it's worth it. Just undent it. Oh, I've tried. It just goes back. It cannot be undone. This thing has seen some cheese. That cheese is made in the town south of you. Fun fact from Gearbox, man. I love that. Matza, one cheese you don't have the patience to grate, right? It actually is quite difficult. The harder cheeses are easier to grate. When it gets soft like this, like, can you tell? It's not as good. But like I said, we all know that it's worth it. And sometimes you need a snack just to keep going. Mmm. That's gonna taste so good. I do love Cheese Factory's Gearbox, man. I've been to the Tillamook one. And that is it so far, I think. I haven't experienced any Canadian ones. You checked. Yeah, you live way up north. Most cheese is made in a town south of you. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, if you put it in the freezer to firm it up a bit, that will help. This is a chef snack, though, at the end. Yum. That with the chicken was spicy. And I always rinse off the box grater right after I use it. That way the cheese doesn't dry on and get hard to clean. I'm just gonna put that in a container. We can put a lid on for the fridge. Maybe we don't need a lid though. We're gonna use it all. Probably. Done. You live in Wisconsin? I need to come do a full cheese tour. Fresh cheese curds. Ugh. That's like me wanting to go to like Montreal to get the cheese curds in Quebec. So good. Guys, we got lots of birthdays coming up, I see. You turned 44 on Tuesday, Gearbox Man. Bonk's birthday is tomorrow for those of you who missed it, so say happy birthday to him. Annie, you enjoyed your 40s? I'm happy to hear it. Okay, shred cheese, shuck corn, done. Corn mixture, complete. 2 things left on the list, guys. Slice green onion and make a cucumber salad. That's it. Cucumber salads first. We will save the green onion slicing for while things are cooking, I think. You're 2 years in? Scooter. And okay, we got our bowl. Let's get our cucumbers. Market cukes. Maybe I'll also take out the green onion while we're here, though. My nice herb bag from the market yesterday. Because every dish has some green onion in it, so maybe we'll do 1 green onion per thing, so 3 all day. Yes, Bonk. What a feeling. 2 more years and you can cash in on the senior discounts. It's something to look forward to, and I would so take advantage of it. Okay, this is how I pack the cucumbers from the farmer's market, as always. Just into a Ziploc, clean towel, and it will wick away the moisture. So they won't go soggy on you. They'll stay in the fridge for at least 2 weeks. I usually are able to keep them. Maybe we'll do 1 more. 6 cucumbers. And these are Persian cucumbers, so we don't have to peel them. We don't have to deseed them. I find they have good crunch as well. I am gonna give them a rinse though. Maybe today will be our stormy day, Sambo. Looking like it's trying to build up again. Guys, yesterday after stream, the clouds were like building up really weird, and we actually had an alert from the weather service that there was a possibility for funnel clouds. So we had our eyes on the sky, but it didn't end up coming to fruition. Nothing at all. Scoot's going to the store. She's going to get her fire chicken ingredients. Some senior discounts start at 50 years old. We're counting down the days. Possibility of water spouts? Yup. You never know. I mean, all it takes is one gust of wind, but there was no wind that built up at all in the afternoon, so we lucked out, I would say. It's been pretty nuts, Bonk. I don't know if it's just because I've been like home all this summer compared to the other years. Like we've worked half of it away up north, right? So you don't really pay attention as much. But yeah, this year has been pretty crazy, especially with like the actual damage that we have gotten from some of the storms around the province. So we're gonna go, I guess you don't have to cut them in half actually. Sometimes it is nicer to do your cucumber salad with just the full rounds if it's a small cucumber. That is what she did here, and it actually looks so nice. So maybe we won't cut the rest of them in half, just this one. We'll say oops. And I usually go about 1/4 inch thick slices. You don't want to go too thin for cucumber salad because, yeah, there's not a lot of structure in the cucumber. So it will start to soften the longer you leave it with the marinade. A water sprout. A water spout. That's how we say it. I have actually lots of gray hair building up. I was saying to Sambo, I'm probably gonna be like full gray by the time I'm 40. So like 7 more years, guys. There's some bad spots. You're approaching 40 soon. I'm not, but I also do know that this is something that's hereditary in my family from my dad's side. Both of his sisters were gray by the time they were 40. So I know it's a thing that's gonna happen if it's already starting. And like, I'm gonna embrace it, pretty sure. Why not? One last slice. Be careful. Mish is just a wee tot. She's only 12. Your dad got grays at 18? Nutso. He's just a wise soul, that one. I'm trying to not cut the rounds as they fall under my knife blade. Keep this all perfect. Looks so nice and vibrant already. A wee tot. Yes, Mish, that's you. It means like you're just a young kid. A small child. Mickey, you're covering yours up. He's got the just for men out. Some people are self-conscious. It's okay. You do whatever makes you happy, man. A wee... No! Shit. I don't know if I should allow that. I kind of want to. But I'm not going to. But thank you for making me laugh. You're just getting your gray, yeah, wings like around your temple area there. Okay. Before we do our cucumber salad, we're gonna cut up all of our green onions first. And then we're basically done with our knife work. So we'll tip and top these and then give them a little wash because they look a bit dirty. I mean, that happens. It came from the farm. Just even up the top. Trim that one a bit more because it's yellowed. Also giving this a wipe. The gray eyebrow hairs that grow twice as long as others. It would be so much simpler, hey? Like, as we got older, if the hair just actually started falling out. Rather than growing more. If only that was a side effect of age. Is you just have less and less hair to, like, worry about. I think I'd be okay with that. You start your life bald and then you'd end your life bald like a baby. I don't see myself out. Yeah, we needed to keep warm. Okay, guys. Now that we're almost done with the prep part, I'm gonna turn the oven on to start preheating for the corn so that we can roll into cooking that and the chicken and finish up all together. I'm turning the oven on. I'm gonna go pretty high heat for the corn, like 425. Nice. Just put that in a small container. I got cucumber burpees already. And I think I'm also gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will be back in one moment. Don't go anywhere. Hi, hello, welcome. I have returned. What are you guys getting up to? Lil, what are they doing? What did I walk out to? Oh, I did mention that yesterday. Mod Mish 2050. When she's old enough, obviously. She's on the warpath. Oh, it must be last day of the stream for the weekend, I see. Alright, let's finish this off. Oil. We're gonna bring the mirin back. What else? Salt and pepper. What are their ingredients they use for the one I linked? A little bit of soy sauce. So soy sauce, rice vinegar, sugar. If you want it spicy, chili powder. Oh yeah, the sesame seeds. We could also mix in a bit of the chili crisp or chili crunch that we've made before. So sweet and sour, and then usually just a little bit of oil to help it coat the cucumber. Touch of green onion. That always tastes good, and then the rest is for the corn and the chicken. Because we're using soy sauce for seasoning, maybe we won't add any salt, just pepper instead. That was the quote that I missed. I like it. That was a zinger for sure. Shrek. We're doing black sesame seeds. Yeah? That scared me, Sambo's what from the room. I didn't expect it. Bob was here earlier. I think he just doesn't get involved with your guys' craziness. He knows better. If I can't see it, I'm not involved. La 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 la. That's Bob right now. Yeah. See? Told you. That looks so good. What a fun color contrast. Get a spoon. We could even mix in, oh, if we wanted it spicy, some of the gochujang marinade, since we didn't mix it with all the chicken. That would look so good. Yet it is, I always say that I just fast-tracked having a midlife crisis by having a whole life crisis. Exactly. Why save it for one time in your life when it can just be a daily occurrence? That's like one of my favorite sayings. The horrors persist, guys, but so do we. This is looking good. It's getting all coated up and there's not too much juices underneath. Mmm. That tastes so dang good. Just like that. You know what I am gonna do a sprinkle of though? You guys aren't ready for this one. The MS Jesus. Instead of salt. Just to bring out all of those yummy flavors. And that's gonna make those cucumbers like addicting. Just eat the whole bowl right now. I should honestly be able to tell a difference by just that little sprinkle if I taste it now. Mmm. Holy shit. Why does it make such a difference? I love the soy sauce flavor in there. You can really taste it. Mmm. Mmm. Well, that was easy. Okay, oven's on. That was the last thing on the list, guys. Green onion, cucumber salad. We have to cook our chicken and the corn and add the cheese.
So we're not very far away?
We're not that far away. That's where we're at there. I'm just gonna put our salad in the fridge so it stays nice and crunch. Where is it gonna fit is the question. Oh, I forgot we bought ribs too.
Yeah.
There's freaking ribs in there. Thanks, Sambo. Oh, and we gotta wrap our cheese back up, and then I think we're good. We are, yeah, I guess roasting the corn. It just says to bake in the oven for about 10 minutes and then broil.
So I found out a discovery on Uber.
Discovery on Uber from Sam for Costco.
That's $5 more on Uber.
This block of cheese that we used today cost $5 more just to get it delivered from Uber Eats from Costco.
So that means almost every item is like $3 to $5 more expensive.
It's not a battered fried chicken or like a dredged crispy fried chicken, Greek. Here, I'll post the links for you so you can check it out. It's the first one there that says Buldak. It is pan fried chicken, or if you wanted to do very, very proper, barbecue it, grill it, the chicken, and then broil it and then cheese it. The Samster has appeared. He is here with us. And he's been getting the computer ready in the room. I have so graciously asked him if he would do a playthrough of Stray for me. Like him playing it and I just get to watch. Because I want to see what it's like when someone else plays the game, since we played it on stream together. It's always different when you're not the one playing. Right? Like we played that before and I just think that he's so gonna love it. Oh no, the cutter on my plastic film has seen better days.
It's gotta be almost done.
I wonder, actually. Did we try Super Liminal yet? We didn't. We didn't.
Nope.
Sam, you know of this, though?
Nope.
He says no. He doesn't know of it.
I think I know about it when we were watching it, or like I thought about watching it.
Okay. All right, we are going to cook this chicken just with a neutral oil, a peanut oil, not an olive oil. So I think we can start to get this heating up here. It'll take a few moments. I'm gonna go a pretty high heat to start. We'll go a 6 out of 9, medium high heat. And then once we get the chicken in the pan and see that it's not sticking and it's all happy, we could always turn it down after that. Let me get this set a bit better. Hello? Urban Hangman, thanks for the follow, welcome. Super Liminal, or Liminal, it's a beautiful game, sort of puzzle based, like the duo game we played. Oh, really? Can we play it together then? It's a multiplayer? So that's our pan. Ugh, don't choke on water. Here's our chicken that's been marinating. Looks very saucy. And yeah, we just have to watch as we put this in the pan that it doesn't burn or stick or anything like that. So really, really important that we preheat this pan properly. Other things. Let's get our plates while we're waiting. For sure, I would say you want this either in a bowl or at least a rimmed dish to catch all the ooey gooey cheesy bits. And then I would probably just serve the cucumber salad in a small bowl on the side to munch from so it doesn't get all mixed in. Get those set. It's not strictly multiplayer. Okay. You'd have to take turns. Interesting. Oh, the other thing I did is get Sambo to pick up from the store today. Just have them ripening on the side. A case of peaches. That's for Kimmers. Because Kimmer's used her pots and pans points to request a peach pie to be made. And I want to make it from fresh peaches while they're in season. So we'll let those ripen this week, and then I think peach pie is coming up next weekend. Okay, we can see a little bit of oil swirl there, but not quite ready. Maybe we'll have to pick up a pint of vanilla ice cream, I think, Greek, for the peach pie this time. You can't beat it. I'm gonna pick up our couple of corn kernels while I'm waiting. I don't like stepping on them. It feels gross. No, thank you. You've been disappointed with the Anjou pears? Over a week later and they're still not ripe? Well, I was laughing at the peaches that Sam picked up today because the box says I am ripe as far as like marketing goes, but they're all rock hard. That's what it is. And yeah, they're not Canadian peaches because 90% of our peach crop was decimated in the winter time. So we are not really getting too much Canadian fruits this year, unfortunately. All right, that seems pretty hot and ready to use, so carefully, gently, because I think this is really gonna start splashing, and like I don't have a splatter screen, but we can maybe use a lid if it gets really bad. Just pops on like half of this. Let's see though. And I'm trying to add the chicken to the pan with the skin. But like I said, as we mix it, it might have already fallen off. It's gonna be insane. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that out. We're gonna run with a lower amount of fat in there to minimize the splattering, and then we could add more as we cook it. But I am not gonna get my like forearms splattered. That's painful. And then people will be like, what the heck is wrong with you? What happened to you? And reset. Okay, back to it. That's a bit better. Still not the best. Maybe once we have the pan full, it'll be less crazy. I'm also trying to minimize the amount of marinade that I'm adding to the pan. The liquid. And then we're not gonna move this for a little bit now that we've loaded this up. This is what I have left, but I'm not gonna add it. We're gonna overload the pan, and it could potentially stick if it hasn't already. I'm gonna pour or spoon a little bit of this oil that we poured out just around the edge to help it cook. I'm gonna check chat in a second. Maybe a bit in the center too. I'm not gonna turn that pan down, guys. Hey, it's a Paloozer. How's Pal today? Yeah, it is. You have a pear tree. There's so many pears on it. What type of tree is it? So I know there's different types of pears, right? And then guys, it's time. Yeah, I believe Kate that she said it's a pear tree. Okay, just checking a couple pieces here. It's not sticking. That's the report and we're happy. It's not sticking. We thought it was gonna be bad. Maybe once we get a little bit of this cooked and shrunk down, we can add the last pieces of the chicken to there. I love all your guys' sense of humor. We all kind of have a similar sense of humor. But it's nice to, like, be able to say those kind of, like, punchy one-liners and, like, no one takes it personally. Are we getting some fire building up? Oh, there is fire building up. Look, there's browning. Browning actions. Let's start trying to flip this over, I guess. Ah! It just went into my eyeball. My one eye, I'm like a pirate right now, because I don't want gochujang. Legitimate. I am Pirate Kate. One eye, flipping the chicken. I can't make this shit up. Okay, let me rinse it. I died. One-eyed chicken flipping. I gotta just go get a Kleenex. It's too dangerous to open it because it could be spicy oil. And then my eye would never be the same. I think that was a good idea. I'm gonna nestle in now. These other pieces, and then some of these other browned pieces I'm gonna lift up because they look so good already. But I want some of these other pieces to look like that. Ouch. It's worth the pain. Couple more. The sizzle sound is pretty nuts from this. Okay, that's it, guys. We almost, like, we needed even a bigger pan. Was not prepared for that. Maybe we'll put a little bit more of that oil around too, now that we've added. Because it did actually really seem to help it cook nicely. It'll find its way down through the crevices. See, I'm just piling up the pieces of chicken that I've noticed are starting to get really nicely brown, just on the edge over here. And then you can let some of the other pieces get contact with the bottom of the pan too, that way. Because we still don't want it to get overcooked. That's why if we pile it up, it's away from the direct heat. And then remember, we're still gonna put this under the broiler as well to get browning. I'm gonna take the cheese out of the fridge now for us. It's almost time. Korean War in the 50s? Annie, you should just write them an email about your meeting tomorrow and say, can this not be talked about in an email? How about we reschedule? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh. Is this lava? I think we can understand why they called it fire chicken. Can you hear that, guys? I'm just gonna turn that down a touch now, I think. The sizzling sounds are amazing from this. I'm really like trying to scrape because I can feel some browned bitlies. Okay, nestling this piece in the middle. And we'll spread this back out and get it ready for the broiler. And then cheesing. We're just gonna turn this off now, guys, and let the residual heat do the rest of the work. I'm gonna get a spoon. Can you guys see this deliciousness that's stuck on my tongs? Scrape that off. All right. Couple of moments for the corn. And we are almost there. That's true, Annie. Yeah, at least they feed you guys lunch if you do have to go to a meeting. At least you get a nice hot lunch. Because that would be unfortunate if you still had to feed yourself. Do we want to put the rest of the marinade in, Bonk? We totally can now. I just didn't want to add it while we were cooking it, right? But this is what we have left. I think we could. I think we also should. Is the better word. And what else are we gonna do with it? It's so floral. So floral and tangy. It's awesome. Okay. How's our corn? And also, I have a sneaky cast iron in here still. It's well seasoned. Don't burn yourself, okay? Hello, corn cheese? What's happening? Nothing too much is going on with corn cheese yet. It's just getting heated up. I'm gonna put that towards the bottom of the oven to the burner. And so we can't cheese that yet, guys. We gotta broil it first. Gonna come back here a sec and wait a couple more minutes. I think if we do 3 more minutes on that, should be good to go. You're gonna make the corn cheese this week? It's so easy. You need like no ingredients for it, hey? Corn and cheese. We might need a little bit more salt and pepper for the chicken, so I'll leave that, but we're done with the oil. We didn't actually use that much. All of this together, this can't be bad. It can't be bad. 3 pounds of feta on the menu. Roasty corn, right? Or grilled corn even. Taste of the summer, for sure. Getting some more cold waters. Fresh corn on the grill. You had a fat bowl of corn cheese? The losers experienced this. That's unreal, dude. Not the soupy poopy again. Back to that. Mish said if she ate 3 pounds of feta. You used Baby Bell? I mean, it's called corn cheese. As long as there's corn and a cheese, I think that's what matters most. But you just can't call it Korean corn cheese if you use not matzah. That's all. It's still corn cheese though. Still counts. While I'm waiting, guys, I'm gonna load it up. Corninen? Corninen? That's hard to say. You don't like stringy cheeses in your beard. I would have not actually guessed that you're a beard person, Loser. Because, like, that's the thing, right? Is you guys all know what we look like, but I don't know what the heck none of you, or barely any of you look like. I know some of my mods. Pretty much it. Only down to your belly button. So Paloozer, guys, has an epic beard. Mish. Imagine a 12-year-old. Yep, that's me. That's our Mishi. Right there. Corn timer's going off, but I'm gonna let it go a bit longer while I clear this sink. It can take it, trust. I don't want to open the oven and let all the hot air out again. Yes, yeah, Annie. During COVID, all of your guys' beards that you were growing. Annie's crazy mad scientist look. Love. Definitely an easy meal though today that we made. This was a perfect Sunday dish. I just didn't time it out quite perfectly enough. No, I'm sorry, guys. How could I do this to you? We're waiting on the corn, and then we can cheese. You never shaved your legs after COVID? That's impressive. In this society and world, that's impressive. It's good to trim it up. Keep the hair healthy, though. Shave it once or twice, like Palooza says. It's a good idea. Like I always say to Samo, we're just trimming the crumbs off. It's okay. It's not a full haircut, just the crumbs. Just the crumbs. I just went onto Twitch to see who we're gonna go raid. Is there something going on today? Because the amount of followed channels that are streaming right now is like 10 on my list. That's it. Where is everyone? Is it a holiday weekend or something? Kanara's making her birthday dinner. I've seen that. They went to church. I mean, it is Sunday. Oh, I guess, Annie, that's true. School is starting for a lot of families, hey? Gotta get your last minute summer vacations in, people. Back to work. That's it. Okay, I'm checking our corny. Alright, there's sizzles. But do we have to take the corn to the point that it is, like, browned roasted? Let's see. Because they said to only bake it for 10 minutes. Until the mixture melts and bubbles. So it's just bubbling around the edge right now. I think a couple more minutes and it will be bubbling in the center. And then we know that we can switch to the broiler and cheese from there. But we need it all cooked and heated through before we cheese it. So yours started last Thursday, or it starts tomorrow. And then here, it's like not till the 29th of August. So they're really late start in Canada. Okay, couple more minutes. I'll do 2 minutes on the timer. And then we'll see. Bonk! I knew she was a Leo. That's so funny when you can guess people's astrology sign. Remember this one guy at work when we were working in camp and I would write out the dinner menu on the whiteboard every night? He tried to guess my astrology sign by how my words were written, but then it just ended up me being left-handed, so it threw him off. Wow, school starts really early in the States then. Like mid-August? Crazy wazy. Okay, what do we need to serve all this goodness? We need a spoon for the corn cheese. Our cucumber salad's in the fridge. We got a spoon in that already, and we got the tongs. We probably will need more spoon for the chicken with the cheese. Gotta keep it all together. The chicken with the cheese. There's no hot dogs or macaroni today, though. Yep. That's what I remember too, Bonk. Way back when we were in school, it started like the first week of September is what I remember. First week of September. See, summer break was so long. I feel bad the kids are getting ripped off. But does that also mean, because I've noticed that the school year in general for kids has a lot more holidays in the school year now. So maybe that's why the actual season is shorter. Annie, you miss the good old days? Oh man. Okay, it's looking good. Off, broil, on, high. Pop that oven door open. And whenever we broil, we want the oven rack right towards the elements as close as we can go. I'm gonna put the chicken under there first. We might be able to fit both pans with these. Let's see. If I turn it, I might be able to shove the frying pan. This side. Success, guys. Okay, so the Staub brazier pot and the Staub cast iron skillet fit side by side on an oven rack. That's pretty pro. I know that they meant to do that. Okay, and then I never actually close the oven door. Whenever I broil, I just kind of listen for the sizzles, and then you can smell it, right, as it starts to char. Never fully close the oven door, though. Ooh, I like that song, Yet It Is. I actually think I've seen him live. I forget what the band is. Yeah, I don't know either, Greek. I really don't know either. So first we're browning everything under the broiler, and then we cheese it and broil again. Exciting. I'll just be over here. 21 pilots, thank you. I'll just be over hither. I don't know if anyone in here watches House of Dragons, but we just finished watching the latest season this week. What a cliffhanger. Couldn't believe it. But also very excited for the next season when they do come out with it. It was so good. Oh yeah, Greek. To work in Greece, it's an automatic 3-week vacation after the first year. What was I reading to Sam the other day about living in France? Yeah, you get automatic 21 days a year, I believe, off. And then certain places will also give you an extra, if you wanted, 2 more weeks to take in like August when everyone leaves the cities in Europe. Goes on holidays. What are we doing? It is government mandated, yeah. Starting to see a little bit of browning on the cornies. Not too much on the chicken yet. That's the broiler report. It's starting to smell good though. There's some kind of garlicky smells coming out from the chicken. Now the broiler's putting in work. Yeah, I remember when I went to travel in Europe, and my friend Hannah from culinary school, she was working in Paris at a restaurant there. So we decided for me to visit is the restaurant was going to be closed for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks in August, and like everyone just disperses out of the city at that time. And she said, well, my place is going to be empty, so you might as well just stay here and like house sit for me. That's almost done, the corn, and ready for cheese. And the chicken's coming along. So why don't we take the corn out? and cheese it up over here on the stove top. And we're gonna just put one nice even layer over the whole top. Blanket it. And the rest we save for the chicken. And we can put that back under the broiler. And we'll check the chicken again. There's actually been no corny jokes today, and I have to then ask Shecht, what is wrong with all of you? You guys feeling okay? Not even one corny joke. Good job, Wayne. Chicken's almost there. Oh, I guess Annie did. Cornean? It wasn't like a full joke, though. Hey! Who's yelling out there? Would you like to be cobbed to death? We upset Bonk. Did you hear the yellow outside cookie? Hey! I love doing that. They're chatting, we're chatting. We need more fire on the chicken. Now, yeah, it just steamrolls. No corn jokes. That's amazing. We're all corned out. Hitch and Sarah did an IKEA stream yesterday. Ended with a corn-based dinner. Really? Where are they at? In the States right now? I'm calling it. I'm calling it on the chicken while this corn finishes. Oh, true. Hey, Bonk. Oh, wrong one. Better to use the fresh grated matzah than the one from the bag anyways, yeah. So it has that like weird clumping stuff in it. So that's how it ended up, guys. I think that looks so good. We're gonna cover it with cheese now and transform it. This is one of the most insane things I've ever made with chicken, I think. I bet you the corn's done now. Yep, that's good enough for me. We'll do a little half and half broiling action on there. Okay, so that's gonna stay just hot. While we're waiting, we can do a garnish. Chicken and cheese, what's not to love? It's true. It doesn't look as creamy as the recipe photo, but I think it's still gonna be delicious. I think we could have even used more cheese, guys. I know that sounds crazy, but I think we could have used even more cheese. More, more, more. The corn makes you want to cry. Please don't. Please, no tears. Oh gosh. Even the oven says no. Oh, that's right, because Hitch was doing a corning stream. That's right. So now that I understand why you said we're all corned out. This all makes sense again. Oh, Trev. Okay, it's just starting to brown on the chicken. I don't want it too browned. I'd rather have it more cheesy. This is it. We're set. It's completed. We're coming over. I don't know if you guys are ready for this one. Like, this is crazy. No, I think we were better close up because you can get into the bubbles. Whoa! Cookie! What is it? More time in the oven? No way! I don't want it to be crisp and have no cheese texture left. Okay, let's get set for platings. So this also gets green onions on top of it, but first I'm just gonna take a video as this finishes up before we add the green onion. Oh, my phone says no video right now. And we're back. It was too good looking. It couldn't take the video. Also, I am slightly letting this cool off so I don't burn my face. This is how it turned out, Scoots. I think it'll be okay. Look, I got sweaty. She got sweaty. This is for this. There's a lot of oil in there. I mean, you gotta think of all the chicken fat from the chicken skin, too. Didn't really think about that. Let's put this on the side and we'll get this plate filled up. Does it look good or what? Yet it is. You asked us, ouch, don't touch the pan, to make this, and I am so dang happy that we did. Oh me, oh my. Okay, 2 plates for the chicken and the corn. 2 bowls for our cucumber salad. We'll do our cucumber salad first. Oh man, this chicken stuffed into a sandwich, like Bonk is saying, would be insane, I'm sure of it. Almost like a chicken parm of sorts. You guys are crazy and I love it. So dark. What's going on here? Turn this up by like 5 times. Oh, I just lifted it up and it's like steaming. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's try and scoop that really nice to have the cheese still on top. Because yeah, as it cools, right guys, the low moisture matzo gets really stringy. So as much as it's good for cheese pull, you also have to eat it while it's hot. Get a little bit more corn under and then I'll scoop more cheese. I think we could have done more of a soft matzo though. Like they said low moisture matzo, but I think their cheese is creamier than ours is. Because I think if I did like some fresh matzo sliced from the brick that I usually buy, it would have turned out a bit more like how the photos are on both of the recipes. But we don't know unless we try it the first time, right? So this is all just a learning experience today and we can finesse from here. Yeah, maybe having the more creamy matzo would have made the chicken part of the dish really like juicy and watery, like Palooza is saying. But let's scoop this all together because I think the spicy sauce will be delicious with the corn. So there's a mix of breast and thighs. We really cheesed it up today, guys. It was needed, though. It's been a while since we've had a cheesy stream like this. I need this one more piece with the cheese on top. Wowie, wow, 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 wow. That looks wild. I'm just gonna take a photo of this whole spread together. And we'll try it. Samuel, you almost ready?
Yeah.
I wish you could taste this, yet it is. This one's for you. Okay. The time is now. We made it. I'm getting forks. Hoo-wee. I already got a sweaty top lip, so we're just gonna get right into it, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Wait, did I take a photo? Sam can get into it, though. I don't know if I just take a photo or the video. Insane. He's going right for the cucumber salad. I'm gonna go for my plate of hot food. I thought it would be easy if you just stack it on top. Done. Raise it up. How is it? We're just tasting it now, Scoots. Don't worry. You haven't missed anything yet. This is how it looks, though. I'm gonna go in. This is like such a perfect bite right here. It's like browned. Can I get some of the cheese off? Not all of it. Nice. It's dripping the fats. But look at that. We're going in. Yeah, he always eliminates the veggies first, and then he knows he's good, right? He's gonna go insane for that. That's some of the best chicken I've ever eaten, guys. I can't even make this up. It's not too spicy. That is so delicious. Wow. Floral. Like, you get the kiss of heat on your tongue, but it's not overwhelming. And, like, it's barely even heating me up. That's definitely good for most people. For spice level, if you don't put any of the gochugaru flakes. The flavor from the ginger and garlic in the marinade even is coming out. You can taste on the chicken. And like the chicken, super tender and moist still. Oh my god. So the sauce check, yeah, are you checking it out on the recipe? Thanks for posting that, Mish. It is so good, guys. Okay, all I've eaten was chicken so far. Let's try our corn cheese.
Oh, the corn cheese is money.
Like, it looks kind of dry, the corn, but when you eat it, it's so juicy. Annie, you got your tacos at the same time, your rotisserie chimkin from yesterday. I'm flinging corn cheese at ya. Okay, now we're gonna go in with some of the spicy sauce with the corn cheese. These go so good together. So, so, so good. Thank you very much. Like, we'll definitely have to try this when we're at a point in our life that we can grill all the time again. Because I can imagine this being even better right over the fire. Isn't it insane? The flavors. So Sam's gonna be the person that just eats all of the chicken. And he's gonna leave all of the cheese to eat in a pile at the end. It's so good. It is so, so good. Look at that. What is he doing? I don't know. Giving some to Wayne? I think he's making a tasting plate for Wayne. Because that's love right there. He said it's too good to not share. Mish says she wants to be Wayne. That's how you know it's really good, guys. I always say sharing is caring. Give your Korean restaurants a run for their money. Is that not some of the best chicken you've ever eaten, though? Like, I don't even know what to say. Detriggs, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Even as the cheese gets a little bit, like, hardened, as it cools off, it still tastes really nice and creamy.
You need a plate of that? You need a plate of that?
Okay. We're gonna look for someone to go raid. so much love in there, yet it is seriously money pick. That's a make again. Easy, please. And that's... You can get a spoon if you need. Easy on the plate squeaks on the enamel. Okay, it's Kanara's birthday, or at least she's cooking her birthday dinner today. So let's go raid Kanara, because I think that's really sweet, and we all know her. And that would be nice. Celebrate her special day together.
Bring it over for a reload.
Comment. I didn't realize I couldn't save the pause.
That and that is there. GG's, everyone. Thanks, Shacked.
What's the cheese?
It's just a pizza matza. It's, deluxe, though.
Oh, you know it's good.
Deluxe pizza mozzarella. Raid setup, my wonderful people. Thank you so much, yet it is, once again, for requesting me to make this live on stream. I know it takes you guys quite a while to save up your pots and pans. So make sure that you know what you want me to make. Okay. Kanara is on the docket. Excuse me. Belcher approval for the chef. Oh, thank you. Mish says, see you Friday, guys. I think that is gonna be it. Yep. See y'all Friday. Once again, 11 a.m. Pacific. We will be back cooking up some more stuff, I think. I think we're good for Lego stream for a bit. We did that this past week. So stay tuned in Discord on Thursdays. I always post the next schedule for the week as well as all of the recipes. So hope to see you guys then. Have a good week out there. Stay safe. Love y'all. I'll have a good week at work as well. And that's it. I'm gonna hit that button. Let's go say happy birthday to Kanara.
Bye!
And also, happy birthday to everyone else that's celebrating this week, too. Love
like
you.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye!